They say people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Well, there are two people today who don't feel so lucky, and they don't need one person especially, and that's the subject of our story that we want to share with you today. Those people are Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, and that person is Barbra Streisand. And we've got the viral tweet that she posted about the Trump heirs that's blowing up the internet. And let's keep in mind, while few wield the power of Swifties on a mission, before Taylor took to making the world a better place, there was Babs.
And if by chance he gets to heaven, even up there he'll declare chapter 11. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
This morning, Newsweek reported on Barbra Streisand's recent blistering viral tweet about those two spawns of wealth and privilege, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. And when it comes to raining on parades, Barbra Streisand is without peer, or at least that's what Lauren Boebert offered on Steve Bannon's podcast recently. And as a side note, you have to hand it to Ms. Boebert. She too has a voice that could make angels cry.
That's exactly correct. They do not have policies that they are running on. They're simply running against Lauren Boebert. And it's not just Aspen that the money is coming from. It's coming from Hollywood. When you have Barbra Streisand coming in and donating to the Democrat, when you have Ryan Reynolds coming in and donating to the Democrat, it shows you that Hollywood is trying to buy their way into Congress. You have George Soros and his dark money groups that have already spent $2 million in a non-election year in Colorado's 3rd district. And so this cuts that funding that they're receiving now and gives an opportunity for conservatives to have a stronger presence in Colorado. So I'm not abandoning my district. I love Colorado's 3rd district and will continue to fight for each and every person who's in the district.
Well, I suppose that if you're in Colorado's 3rd district and maybe you were concerned that Lauren Boebert wasn't going to offer her constituents a hand if elected, well, then I guess you can just check that off your list. Well, let's get to our big story about Barbra, Ivanka, Jared, and the pass mainstream media gives to all things Trump, which is measurably visible over the course of this last summer, especially as Trump continues to sputter dangerous rhetoric and disqualifying nonsense in every word he utters and posts. And now, thankfully, the megawatt superstar of stage and screen unleashes a spot-on takedown of Trump's twin towers, Ivanka, and her beloved husband, Jared, and the favoritism shown to these two, especially given their unchecked and unequaled influence-based global pillaging. Well, here's what Barbra belted out earlier on Twitter or X or whatever it is. According to Newsweek today, Barbra Streisand took to social media to comment on the different coverage of family members of presidents going viral in the process. On Tuesday, the singer and actor, 82 years old, posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, "The press was obsessed with Hunter Biden, but barely a word about how Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump made $82 million while working in the White House." The post gained 2.4 million views and 86,000 likes, as well as 20,000 retweets and 10,000 comments. While Streisand's tweets received a mixed response, many critics referenced a controversial expose published by the New York Post 3 weeks before the 2020 election, which alleged that evidence of corruption by then presidential candidate Joe Biden was found on a laptop belonging to his son Hunter, while many ex-users sided with Streisand, praising her for raising the point about Kushner and Ivanka Trump's earnings while in the White House, suggesting it's not well known enough. Financial disclosures released in 2018 indicated that the pair made at least $82 million in outside income while working in the White House. An investigation into Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner's finances during their time in the White House was conducted back in February 2021 by Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. That's crew to you and me. And they found out that they made anywhere from $172 million up to $640 million while in the White House, Newsweek previously reported. Well, thanks to Barbra Streisand, Ivanka Trump, and Jared Kushner can't join Grifters Anonymous now. And by using her power and influence, Barbara's viral post proves one thing without question. While Taylor rules and Beyonce rocks, Barbra Streisand rightfully stands alone at the convergence of music and politics as the most respected and venerable OB of all. You know, original Boobie.